Welcome, my fellow Knickerbockerans, and thank you for tuning in to another edition of Knicks on the Call, the number one place to be for live New York Knicks play-by-play with me, your host, Severe Elder. All right, we're broadcasting live from Selfie Cast Studio, streaming to YouTube and Twitch TV. It's game time. Tonight's playoff matchup features your New York Knicks versus the Atlanta Hawks in a pivotal, and I mean pivotal, Game 4 must-win of this best-of-7 Eastern Conference first-round series. So keep it right here, Knick fans. Stay locked in. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the Call. All right, Knick fans, as we about to get tip-off underway, we're looking forward to another hotly contested battle between your New York Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks. Knicks trailing this one 2-1. As the Atlanta Hawks look to put a stranglehold on to this series lead, as the Knicks look to fight back to even this thing up at 2 games apiece to take it back home to the Garden. Who's gonna win out on this one? We have a good big-time matchup today. We want to see if the Knicks can solve what appears to be the C.J. McCollum problem. What will they do tonight defensively is the question. What adjustments will Mike Brown make in this one? Time will tell, as tip-off is coming to you momentarily. You're listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio. All right, Knickerbockers, tip-off is about underway. The teams are ready as we get ready to lock into what's going to be a surefire battle. Knicks can't or ill afford to go down in a series 3-1. Chances are they won't recover if they do, so this makes this game 4 here at State Farm Arena a pivotal one. Remember to please join in. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel as we're underway. Jalen Brunson has the ball. Knicks win the tip-off. They have their usual starting 5 on the floor with Brunson, Towns, Anunoby, Hart, and Bridges. First shot is up, and it's a Jalen Brunson jumper, good for 2. Atlanta with the ball. Dyson Daniels out to Okongwu, top center 3, no good. Battle for the loose ball, out of bounds. Looks like Atlanta will retain it. Looking to inbounds. Alexander Walker to Dyson Daniels. Kick out to Jalen Johnson. He drives strong to the basket. Through Anunoby for 2. Here's Jalen Brunson working on Daniels. Gets into the lane. Teardrop floater, no good. Rebound Towns for the strong put back into the lane. Knicks lead 4-2, 10:45 remaining in the first. Pass over to C.J. McCollum, 3, rims in and out. Hart with the rebound. Knicks look at the push. Kick it out right wing. Mikal Bridges swings it over to Anunoby in the left wing corner. He drives. Penetrates, swing back out to to Hart, who passes it in to Karl Anthony Towns for the stuff.
Huffing and stuffing.
That time, Karl Anthony Towns. Here's the Knicks on the defensive end getting beat. On a backdoor play, Jalen Johnson draws a foul on Josh Hart. He'll go to the line for 2. Knicks lead 6-2. Jalen Johnson at the line for 2. He drops the first one. (6-3) New York lead, 10-14 remaining in the first, and Johnson puts in the second. Inbound pass, Hart to Brunson. He brings it up across the half-court line. Gets a screen from Josh Hart. Looking to work on C.J. McCollum. Bounce pass to Karl Anthony Towns, turnover. Here's Okongwu. Out to C.J., bounce pass to Dyson Daniels, swings it in to the corner for Akil Alexander Walker, 3. In the corner from the left wing, gives Atlanta a 7-6 lead. Here's Bridges. He drives, penetrates down the middle, gets it out to Brunson, swing to Hart. Hart drives, back out to Cat. Cat pump fakes a 3. He drives in, kicks it out to Brunson. Right wing corner 3. Good.
Rising and surprising.
That time, Jalen Brunson for the right corner 3. Knicks take the lead back 9-7 with 9:20 to go in the first. Double team on C.J. McCollum. Gives the ball up. Okongwu has it. Out to Alexander Walker. Between the legs. Pull up. 3-point shot over Bridges. No good. Rebound. Mikal gets it to Jalen Brunson. Here's Brunson across the half-court line. Gets it down to Anunoby, looking to exploit the mismatch. And he tries to make a move on C.J. McCollum, and it's out of bounds. Knicks will retain possession. Inbound pass. Josh Hart fakes a corner three, drives push shot in the lane, no good. Rebound, Jalen Johnson. Out to Dyson Daniels. Trying to make a move on Anunoby, picks up his dribble, goes nowhere. Kicks it out to Jalen Johnson, swings it over to McCollum. McCollum looking to drive. Teardrop float off the backboard and good. We're tied at 9-all with 8:32 remaining in the first quarter. Knicks need to get a rain in on McCollum early if they want to win this one. Here's Mikal Bridges with a strong right hand layup down the lane.
Moving, grooving.
Here's Atlanta the other way. Dyson Daniels with a strong move into the lane over Brunson with a right hand scoop shot. Here's Mikal Bridges. Gets it over to Anunoby. Swings it over to Jalen Brunson. He gets it over to Karl Anthony Towns. Drop off. Anunoby, strong two-hand finish in the lane over McCollum.
Slamming and jamming.
That time was Anunoby. Knicks take a 13-11 lead. Here's Atlanta. Right wing three. Alexander Walker nails it. Gives Atlanta back the lead 14-13. He's been quiet for the most part all series. He's turning it up now. Turnover. Dyson Daniels picks Jalen Brunson. Long shot, no good. Rebound, Hart. Gets it over to Jalen Brunson. He's looking to work on Dyson Daniels. Gets in the lane, kicks it out to Anunoby. Anunoby to Hart. Hart to Cat, who's held on the inside. Foul looks like it'll be called on Okongwu. Knicks looking to inbound the ball. Brunson has it. Penetrates, stops, pops. Around the free throw line, short. Rebound, Dyson Daniels. He makes a move to the basket, strong with the right hand, and looks like we're going to have a foul. And it looks like it's going to be an off-ball foul by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Quinn Snyder looking over to the bench, seeing if he wants to challenge this one. And he looks to challenge it, and we'll have a timeout. All right, Knicks fans, back to live action. Knicks will retain possession. Brunson crosses the half-court line. Atlanta has a 14-13 lead with 6:48 remaining in the first. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns, isolated on Okongwu. Inside pass to Anunoby, who rises with the two-hand stuff.
Puffing and stuffing.
Inside the paint that time, dunking over Jalen Johnson. Here's Atlanta, working it over to Nickeil Alexander-Walker, penetrates left-hand shot, block. Battle for the rebound, loose ball. Okongwu gets it out to Jalen Johnson, drops it off to Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels dribbling, fumbling. Ends up with a Jalen Johnson jump shot. As the shot clock expires, it'll be Knick ball. As we take a look at the replay, Anunoby with a strong two-handed finish. He finished Thursday's Game 3 with 29 points and 9 rebounds. Shot 4 of 8 from three-point line. Knicks still have their starting 5 on the court with a 15-14 lead over Atlanta with 5:55 remaining in the first. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns. Gets it over to Brunson. Looking to work on Vincent. Turnaround jump shot. No good. Side iron as the shot clock expired. Here's Dyson Daniels leading the fast break. Hero left to right. No good. Rebound Anunoby. Gets it to Jalen Brunson. He brings it across the half-court line. Gets it to Anunoby. Anunoby looking to weave inside. Inside, strong to the basket. Finger roll, no good. Looking for a foul call, but there's none there. Here's Atlanta in the front court. Jalen Johnson over to Dyson Daniels. Kicks it over to Gabe Vincent. Out to Dyson Daniels for a wide open top of the key three. No good. Josh Hart with the rebound. He's looking to push. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson to Cat. Cat looking to get an entry pass to exploit the Anunoby-Vincent matchup on the post. Anunoby inside. Backs him down in the lane with the turnaround. Scoop shot.
Moving, grooving.
That time was Anunoby. Here's Jalen Johnson. Knicks force a turnover. Josh Hart to Brunson. To Bridges for the right-handed stuff.
Slamming and jamming.
That time, Bridges. After Josh Hart got into the passing lane to force the turnover. 19-14 Knicks, 4:30 remaining in the first. Here's Jalen Johnson. Gets it over to Okongwu. Okongwu looking to penetrate. He gets tied up with Karl-Anthony Towns. And the ball goes out of bounds. Atlanta will retain possession. As we take a look at OG, Anunoby going to work early on the inside, dunking it all over the Atlanta squad. And that's what we need from OG Anunoby. Aggressive in the paint. Atlanta will look to inbounds under their rim. Three-point corner shot. Gabe Vincent is good. Brings Atlanta within 2. Jordan Clarkson into the game. Penetrates with the right-hand floater. Off of the rim, off of the backboard and in. Substitutions into the game. For New York, you have Clarkson, Robinson, Hart, Alvarado, and McBride. As Mike Brown makes a substitution, giving the starters a rest early in this one. Now things are getting testy. We have a little pushing and shoving going on as the refs look to settle things down. 21-17 17, New York lead with 3:54 remaining in the first. And we have a technical foul assessed to Muhammad Gay. Clarkson, an 83% free throw shooter, knocks in the technical. As we take a second look at the Gay Alvarado mix-up, as he was charged for a technical foul for pointing his finger in Alvarado's face. On the floor for Atlanta, Kuminga, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, Gay, and Gabe Vincent. Here's Johnson penetrating on McBride. Contested well, gets the ball out to Gay for a corner three. No good. Josh Hart with the rebound. He's looking to push. Gets a screen from Mitch. Kicks it over to McBride. McBride with the dump, drop-off pass to Mitch in the paint. And he gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Mitchell Robinson, as we all know, is a very poor free throw shooter. So anytime he gets touches, Atlanta will look to put him on the line. Shooting 50% for his career and 40% on the season. Here's one of two. Back ironed it, no good. Knicks lead 22-17 with 3:32 remaining in the first quarter. Robinson at the line, his second attempt. And he puts it in. Here's C.J. McCollum bringing it up to the front court. And we have a stoppage in play. Substitution. Jalen Brunson checks back into the game. (23-17). Knicks lead. Here's McCollum. Drives penetrating with a free throw line jumper. 23-19 Knick lead. Here's McBride. Gets it over to Brunson. Screen. Mitchell Robinson. Brunson, stop. Pops. Three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound tip. Mitchell to Anunoby. Kicks it back out to Jalen Brunson. He's looking to work. He's on the right side. He penetrates. Takes some contact. Floater is up. Is good.
Gyrating, devastating.
Was Brunson that time. He has 7 points. It's a 25-19 New York Knicks lead with 2:30 remaining in the first quarter. Here's McCollum, bumbling, stumbling. And looks like he's going to draw a foul. It was called on the pass. So Atlanta should have it side out. You're listening to Knicks on the Call. This program is brought to you by SelfieCast Studio. We'll take a timeout and get a word from our sponsors.
Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio, a broadcasting company.
All right, Knicks fans, we're back to live action. You're listening to Knicks on the Call. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and leave your comments below. Atlanta has the ball. Kuminga with the left wing corner three, no good. Rebound Anunoby. Here's Jalen Brunson. Working on Alexander Walker. Gets the switch on to McCollum. He looks to penetrate. Drives. Off the backboard shot, no good, but the putback slam by Robinson.
Huffing and stuffing.
That time with the defensive board in the putback. Here's Atlanta on the other end with a missed shot. Rebound Robinson. Knicks lead 27-19, a minute 45 remaining in the first quarter. Here's Clarkson back into the game. Wide open. Left wing three, no good. Rebound Atlanta. Here's Akil Alexander Walker. Behind the back dribble, almost loses it. Retained by Kuminga, working on Clarkson. Drives into the paint. Wild shot off the glass. No good. Good defense that time by Clarkson and Mitchell Robinson. Here's Anunoby. Strong to the basket. Flip shot. Wow, no good. Rebound Atlanta in transition. Here's Kuminga. Great defense getting back up by Clarkson. Alexander walk over to McCollum. Being guarded by McBride. He gives him a bump. Pull-up jump shot. Off the rim, no good. Rebound Robinson. Ball ends up with Brunson. Here's Brunson. Driving left on Dyson Daniels. Pulls it back out. 47 seconds remaining in the first. Knicks lead 27-19. Here's Anunoby. Over to Brunson. Brunson spinning. Stops. Free throw line. Jumper. In and out. No good. Rebound. Alexander Walker looking to push. Trailing the play is Clarkson. Alexander with the ball. Half court extended. Trying to work on Brunson. 9 seconds on the shot clock. 7-second differential shot clock to game clock. Takes a deep three, no good. Battle for the loose ball. And looks like Atlanta will retain it. As we get a look at that replay from Mitchell Robinson, as well as the double team from Robinson and Clarkson contesting the jump shot against Kuminga. Back to live action. Atlanta will inbound underneath their own basket. They trail by 8. 12.5 seconds remaining. Here's the inbounds. Okongwu driving. Looks like he's going to draw a foul on Mitchell Robinson with 9.6 remaining in the first quarter. 27-19 Knick lead. You're listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder. Okongwu's first free throw attempt is no good. Atlanta looking to take a 3-1 series lead. New York looking to tie this thing up and bring it back home to the Garden. Okongwu, second attempt is up, and it's good. 27-19, 27-20. 7-point Knick lead with 9.6 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Here's the inbounds. Clarkson to McBride. 5, 4, 3, 2. Gets it to Brunson, right wing. He has to put it up, and he does. And it just goes in and out, bouncing around inside the rim, and then it popped back out. No shot that time. That'll end the first quarter. Knicks have a 7-point lead, 27-20. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the Call.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Oh, that's Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, Severe, yeah.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Oh, that's Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, Severe, yeah.
All right, Knicks fans, we're back to live action. Start of the second quarter. On the floor for the Knicks is Alvarado, Towns, Bridges, Anunoby, and Clarkson. New York with a 27-20 lead. Atlanta will have the ball inbounding under their own basket. 11 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Gets it into Gay. Gay to McCollum looking to post up Alvarado. As we get a and one. McCollum with the pull-up jump shot over Alvarado, as he might have clipped Alvarado with an elbow. He was looking for a foul, and he didn't get one that time. McCollum will go to the line, looking to complete the three-point play. Shot is up. Back iron, no good. Knicks with a 5-point lead. Alvarado brings it to the front court, kicks it over to Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson over to Bridges, being guarded by Kispert. He's looking to penetrate. Gets the switch on to Kuminga. Gives it up to Alvarado. Alvarado with a right wing three.
Rising and surprising.
Alvarado gives the Knicks a 30-22 lead early in the second quarter. If you're just joining us, you're listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder. Tap in with me. Drop your score predictions right now. If you're rocking with Knicks on the Call, hit that like button now and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're feeling. Here's McCollum. Stop, pop, three, straight on, no good. Rebound, Gay swings it over to Kuminga in the left corner. Gets it back out. Here's CJ McCollum looking to penetrate. Crossover left to right. And looks like we're going to have a blocking foul called on Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Atlanta. Stolen. Inbound play from Alvarado. Fast break. Gets it to Bridges, who tries to lay it up off the glass, and is called for a goaltend. Count the basket. Knicks out to an early 10-point lead. 32-22 with 10:51 remaining. Alvarado, Bridges, Towns, Clarkson, and Anunoby is your five on the floor. Here's McCollum looking to penetrate. Draws a couple of defenders, gets it out to Kuminga for a left wing three, no good. Battle for the loose ball. Tapped up by Keel Alexander Walker. OG Anunoby comes away with it. Gets it over to Alvarado. Alvarado. Karl Anthony Towns. Top of the key, three extended. Here's Bridges to Alvarado, another three-point shot, short front iron, no good. Rebound comes out to Anunoby. Gets it inside to Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns with the right jump hook, no good. Rebound Atlanta. Here's Kuminga looking to penetrate. Strong with a left-hand shot over Bridges. 32-24. Knick lead. Here's Alvarado. Gets it to Karl Anthony Towns. Pump fakes a three. Drives. And gets an and one. Draws the blocking foul. Oh, wait a minute. They might have got him for a charge. Yeah, it looks like we'll be going the other way. Foul is called on Karl Anthony Towns. Charging. Gabe rotated, gave up his body. It was above the center circle. Here's Atlanta, inbound pass. Gabe Vincent looking to push. Working on Alvarado. Flip shot in the paint, no good. Here's Alvarado. Looking to set up the offense. Gets a screen from Bridges. Bridges rolls. Looking to post up Vincent. Trying to exploit the mismatch, and he draws a foul on Gabe Vincent. And that's what we need to see from the Knicks. Haven't seen any exploitation of matchups. So Bridges have to do a little better there to establish position. Knicks will retain it and have it on the side out. Back to live action. Here's Alvarado in past Anunoby. Back to Alvarado. He's looking to drive. He gets into the lane. Drop off pass to Bridges, but it's deflected out of bounds. Knicks will retain possession. Here's Alvarado, inbound pass. Karl Anthony Towns, easy bunny, misses it 2 times. Gets his rebound and then misses it again. And a scramble for the ball, has it out of bounds with possession going to Atlanta. As Alvarado is gesturing to the bench to review that play. But Karl Anthony Towns missed a bunny, got his own rebound and missed a putback bunny. Right underneath the basket. Knicks still lead 32-24. 9:05 remaining in the second quarter. Hart, Alvarado, Towns, Brunson, Bridges, and Clarkson is your 5 on the floor. Shot put up by Atlanta, no good. Here's Josh Hart into the front court. Gets it over to Towns, looking to work on Okongwu. Driving left. Big 2 steps. Flip shot off the backboard and good.
Wheeling and dealing.
That time was Karl Anthony Towns, and he'll go to the line looking to complete the 3-point play. If you're just joining, you're listening to Knicks Live play-by-play. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Tap in with me in the chat. Let me know how you're feeling, Knickerbockers. Karl Anthony Towns free throw attempt is up and good. New York with an 11-point lead. 35-24 with 8:40 remaining in the second. Here's Gabe Vincent looking to penetrate. Drops it off to Jalen Johnson. Out to Gabe Vincent. Corner shot. 3 is good for Gabe Vincent. 35-27 New York lead. Here's Bridges. Getting it into Karl Anthony Towns, who's looking to go to the rim with authority. Couldn't get the flush. But he'll go to the line as he picks and draws a foul on the drive. And that's what we're looking for out of Karl Anthony Towns. We need him to be more aggressive. As he went in for a left-hand stuff over Jalen Johnson. Couldn't quite get it to go, but he'll go to the line for two. First shot. Bounces around the rim and it's good. Knicks are looking pretty spry early in this one. Like the aggressiveness from OG as well as Towns. Let's see if they can maintain it for a full 48. Towns' second attempt is front iron, rim short, no good. 36-27, 8-10 remaining in the first. Here's Gabe Vincent, pull up three, no good, way off. Towns with the rebound, gets it to Josh Hart. Gets it across the timeline. Here's a screen from Karl Anthony Towns. He's penetrating. Big two-step. Off the backboard and good.
Gyrating, devastating.
That time, Karl Anthony Towns pushes the lead back up to 11. Alley-oop Jalen Johnson to Okongwu. As the Knicks pick-and-roll defense was porous that time. If you're just joining, you're listening to live Knicks play-by-play with Severe Elder. And it looks like we have a stoppage in play. As McBride, Clarkson, and Brunson looks to check into the game. Inbound pass to Karl Anthony Towns. He's looking to work inside. Kicks it out, Anunoby three. Right corner, no good. Here's Dyson Daniels. Into the front court. Gets it over to Okongwu. Gets it over to Jalen Johnson working on Anunoby. Sees a double team. Spins. Shot is up, no good. Rebound Josh Hart. He's looking to push. Gets it over to Brunson. Straight on three by Karl Anthony Towns. No. Kicks it to Hart. Swing out to Brunson for the right wing three-point shot.
Rising and surprising.
That time as Atlanta wants to talk it over. Knicks with a 41-29 lead. You're listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder.
listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio, a broadcasting company.
All right, Knicks fans, back to live action. Atlanta with the ball. Turnover. As Dyson Daniels tried to drop a pass off the Kuminga and ended up out of bounds. Here's Jalen Brunson. Dribbles it off his foot out of bounds, and it'll be a Knick turnover. Knicks lead in this one 41-29 with a little over 6:30 remaining in a second. Here's Atlanta. Penetrating inside is Jalen Johnson with the strong hoop. Here's Hart the other way. Gets a screen from Mitch. Gets it over to Brunson. Weave action. Almost picked off and turned over. Kuminga was in the passing lane. Battle for the loose ball on the floor as Anunoby tried to get it over to Hart. He loses it. Brunson head first to the floor. Ends up with the loose ball, and it's a good hustle play. New York Knicks winning the 50-50 battle that time. As we'll probably get a jump ball here. Great gritty hustle play. Getting after it onto the floor. And we'll have a jump ball between Jalen Johnson, it appears, and Jalen Brunson. Ball is up. Tip is won by Atlanta. Here's CJ McCollum. Looking to drive, loses the ball. Josh Hart deflected it. And they're saying it's Atlanta's possession as Josh Hart is signaling to challenge that play. And he might have a case as that ball appeared to be off the knee of C.J. McCollum, and Mike Brown will challenge that play, so good job as they'll review it. And we'll take a timeout and pause for station identification.
You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Studio, a broadcasting company.
All right, back to live action. If you're just joining us, you're listening to Knicks on the Call. New York Knicks live play-by-play. And looks like the Knicks will win that challenge. And they'll have the ball in the backcourt. Here's Hart across the timeline. Swing over to McBride. To Brunson, pump fake three, over to Anunoby, and he's steps on the sideline, out of bounds. Court 50-foot wide, not quite wide enough for him. But as we look at the replay, he was actually inbounds. Bad call by Scott Foster that time. Here's Atlanta. Josh Hart into the passing lane, forces a turnover as he gets his hand on the pass from Atlanta. Knicks will have it side out in the backcourt. McBride to inbound. Gets it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart guarded by C.J. McCollum. Over to Mitchell Robinson. McBride. Right wing extended. Here's Brunson. Top of the three, key extended. Over to McBride with a left wing three, no good. Rebound Daniels. Here's Atlanta. Gets it over to Kuminga. Swings it over to Jalen Johnson. Back to Kuminga. Right wing three, no good. Battle for the loose ball. Mitchell Robinson comes up with it. Gives it to Jalen Brunson over the timeline. He's dribbling between the legs. Crossover. Swing to McBride. Swing to Hart. Hart. Step back three. Center three. No good. Off the side of the rim and out of bounds. Atlanta will retain it. Here's Alexander Walker. Checking back into the game. Knicks lead 41-31 with 4:39 remaining in the second quarter. Towns has 10 first half points as well as Brunson. Pretty much all your offense between those two. As Cattle have a seat. 5 on the floor is Anunoby, Brunson, Robinson, McBride, and Josh Hart. Knicks have a 10-point lead, 41-31. 4:25 remaining. Atlanta with the ball. Right wing three, Jalen Johnson, no good. Rebound, Josh Hart. He's looking to push up the right side. Crossover, left to right dribble. Working on McCollum. Gets it to Anunoby. Anunoby strong to the rim for a two-hand flush. Couldn't get it that time. Brunson ended up with it. Try to drop off pass to Robinson, no good. Fumble for the ball, ends up in Anunoby's hand for a left wing three.
Rising and surprising.
That time was Anunoby from the left wing. As McCollum sees a double team from Hart and Brunson. They move the ball. Makes its way to Okongwu, who lays it up on the inside. 44-33 Knick lead. Here's Josh Hart. Working on McCollum on the right wing. Here's McBride coming off a curl. Gets it back to Hart. Swing over to Anunoby. Left wing above the three-point line extended. Step back. Left wing three. Oh, cash!
Rising and surprising.
That time was Anunoby. With a left wing three, gives New York a 47-33 lead with 3 minutes remaining in the second. Here's McCollum looking to penetrate. Teardrop floater over. Anunoby is good. Here's Hart in a hurry. Penetrating. Creating down the lane. Give the Knicks a 49-35 lead. Josh Hart picks Alexander Walker. Drives. Two-hand stuff for the finish.
Huffing and stuffing. Slamming and jamming.
That time, Hart forces the turnover on 2 great plays. 51-35 New York lead. As the Knicks look to even this thing up at 2 games apiece. If you're just joining us, you're listening to Knicks on the Call. Be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Tap in with me in the chat and let me know how you're feeling right now. Knicks looking to redeem Game 3's loss to tie this thing up at 2 games apiece. You're listening to the Eastern Conference, New York Knicks, Atlanta Hawks, Game 4, first round series. As the Knicks are off to a strong start in this one. And we'll take a timeout. You're listening to Knicks on the Call. All right, Knickerbockerians, we're back to the live action. Atlanta with the ball. Straight on 3 from Alexander Walker out of the timeout is good. 51-38, 2:20 remaining in the second quarter. On the floor, Hart, Brunson, Anunoby, Bridges. Wait a minute, we got a turnover. Atlanta has it. Try to get it into the front court, and then they turn it over. Ends up in Bridges' hands, and he'll draw a foul from Dyson Daniels on the reach-in. As McCollum poked it away originally from Hart. Forced the turnover, but the Knicks force a turnover on the subsequent play of their own to get the ball back. As we have a stoppage in play. As we got players exchanging words with each other. But Knicks should retain possession. They'll send Bridges to the line. Bridges to shoot 2. First shot is up, and it's good. Bridges' second attempt is good. Pushes New York lead to 53-38 with 2 minutes remaining. Bridges 3 for 3 from the field with 8 points. Here's Jalen Johnson working on Josh Hart. Sees a double. Gives it up. Here's McCollum inside. Teardrop over Karl Anthony Towns. Bounces around the rim off the backboard and good. 13-point lead. 53-40 New York. Here's Jalen Brunson with the ball. Here's Town to set a screen. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges looking to work on Alexander Walker. DHO to Towns. Out to Hart. Hart. Long 3-point shot. Good.
Rising and surprising.
That time was Josh Hart with a right wing 3. And now we have a turnover. Offensive off-ball foul called on Alexander Walker as Josh Hart draws that one to force an Atlanta turnover. Knicks will have it. 56-40. New York lead. Here's Bridges. DHO to Brunson. Back over to Bridges. Gets it over to Towns. 3-point line extended. Looking for a Josh Hart cut. Nothing's there. DHO to Bridges. Bridges drives with the left hand and looks like we'll have a foul. Ball was stripped and went out of bounds. No foul. Knicks will have it under their own basket. 3.5 on the shot clock. Brunson looking inbound. Gets it over to Bridges. 1 second. And we'll have a New York Knicks turnover. Couldn't quite get the shot off as the ball was stripped from Bridges on the drive off his leg and out of bounds. 56-40, 16-point New York Knicks lead with 50 seconds remaining in the second. Here's C.J. McCollum driving right side on Bridges. Stop, pops at the line. Good. Brings Atlanta within 14. 43.9 remaining to go in the first half. Inbound pass. Hart to Bridges. Back to Hart. Gets it over the timeline. 14 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 14-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Here's Hart driving right to left. Hero off the glass and good.
Gyrating, devastating.
That time, Josh Hart gives the Knicks a 58-42 lead. 25 seconds remaining in the first half. As we approach halftime, we'll have the halftime check. So you can let me know how you're feeling, Knicks fans. Leave your comments below. Here's Dyson Daniels looking to penetrate. Gets it to McCollum. Stop, pop, 3. And the shot is waved off by the referee. Looks like it's going to be a foul on the floor. An illegal screen from Dyson Daniels. And the Knicks should have it side out. As we take a great look at that replay, Josh Hart with a strong drive to the basket. Going to his left to right patented move off the glass. Karl Anthony Towns subs out of the game. Mitchell Robinson will defend this. 13.9 seconds remaining in the second. Here's McCollum looking to work on Bridges. 8 seconds. 6 seconds. McCollum drives. Right hand off the glass. Good. Inbound. 2 seconds to go. Josh Hart with it. He stopped. Pops. Right wing three. Off the rim. No good. And that'll conclude the first half. Knicks lead by 14. 58-44. And they're off to a strong start in this one. Your first half leaderboard is Anunoby with 12 points, followed by Karl Anthony Towns with 10 and Jalen Brunson with 10. This program is brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio, streaming live to YouTube and Twitch TV. Knickerbockerians, let me know how you're feeling. We'll be back with the halftime check.
Get ready to leave it on scene. It's the halftime check, live with Knicks on the call.
All right, my fellow Knickerbockerians. We're at the conclusion of the first half. Knicks lead 58-44. Trying to even this thing up. I need to know how you're feeling right now, Knickerbockerians. Tap in. Drop your score predictions right now. If you're rocking with Knicks on the call, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're calling Knicks games live. Every play, every run, and everything in between. So stay locked in. If you're enjoying Knicks play-by-play, send me a super chat or cash app, and I'll shout you out live. All right, Knickerbockerians, talk to me. How we feeling right now? I want to hear you tell it. Strong performances so far by Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks still can't figure out the problem of what is CJ McCollum. For some reason, he still manages to get to his right hand, get into this right stop and pop floater. They tried to blitz him at times. He see a double team, but he's a veteran who's poised. And he's exploiting his matchup still. Knicks can't find a way to cut his water off as of yet. But let me know how you're feeling, Knicks fans, good, bad, or indifferent. Once again, I want to hear you tell it. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the call. As Karl Anthony Towns has 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Jalen Brunson with 10 first half points. Would like to see him pick it up a little bit with his assists. And Anunoby with a strong 12 points and 6 rebounds as he came out strong, looking to flush everything into the paint. And that's the Anunoby we want to see. Aggressive. We got Clarkson with 3 points off the bench, Alvarado with 3, Mitchell Robinson with 3, and 6 rebounds for Robinson. Strong performance so far in the first half. But the Knicks need to do it for 48 minutes. Knicks are 6 of 14 from the 3-point line, shooting a solid 42.9%. Leading Atlanta in that category, who's only shooting 26.3%. Knicks are winning the free throw battle with 6 out of 8 shooting. Both teams are tied with 11 assists apiece. Knicks are dominating the board so far with a 24-13 advantage. And they're leading the fast break point category as well, capitalizing for 6 points off of 12 Atlanta turnovers. Or 13 points off of 12 Atlanta turnovers. Knicks are controlling the offensive rebounding and pretty much doing a good job in the first half. But this is the NBA, and we know that no lead is safe. It's imperative for the Knicks to put together a full 48 and not to feel complacent in this one, as they're in dire straits in a must-win scenario, Game 4. Looking to tie this series 2-2 to bring it back home to the Garden and regain home court advantage. You're listening to Knicks on the Call. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and once again, let me know how you're feeling. I want to hear you tell it. You're rocking steady with Knicks on the Call. We'll be back with the second half underway momentarily.
Hit the music.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Oh, that's Severe Elder here.
Yeah, severe, yeah.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Oh, that's Severe Elder here.
Yeah, severe, yeah.
You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio, a broadcasting company.
All right, Knick fans, as we get ready to lock into the second half, Knicks have a pretty strong lead, 58-44, as Atlanta will have it to start the second half. Here's Dyson Daniels. Gets it over to Alexander Walker, working on Bridges. Over to Okongwu, back to Walker. Working on Bridges. Left hand, dribble, bounce pass to Okongwu, strip. And looks like we're going to have a reach-in foul. It'll be called on Anunoby. And Okongwu will go to the line for 2. Starting 5 on the floor for New York. Brunson, Hart, Bridges, Towns, and Anunoby. Okongwu with his second attempt, good. 58-46 New York lead. Atlanta looking to put some pressure. Full court press into the backcourt. Brunson gets it over the timeline. Falls down to the floor. Got tripped up on that play. As he fell to the floor, he got tied up by Dyson Daniels. Looks like we're going to have a jump ball. Brunson slow to get up. Looks like he might have taken a shot to the face. As we take it to look at the replay, not quite sure what happened on that play. Looked like he just lost his balance. And then he fell down to the floor and got tied up by Dyson Daniels. Here's the jump, Scott Foster on the toss. Center circle. Dyson Daniels wins that one easily. Tips it over to Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson to Dyson Daniels, back to Johnson for a 3, no good. Rebound Towns. Here's Brunson, penetrating, gets it out to Anunoby. Left wing 3, front iron, no good. Dyson Daniels with the rebound. Here's Atlanta in the front court. Swing, swing. Walker, wide open. Left wing 3 is good. 58-49. New York lead in this one. Brunson with the ball. Gets it over to Cat. 3-point line extended. DHO to Anunoby. Hand off to Josh Hart. Into Towns. Towns, left wing 3-point line extended. Over to Hart. Shot clock running down. Hart gets it off on time, but he couldn't make the basket. Atlanta tries to outlet the pass up court. Deflected by Hart, out of bounds. Atlanta will retain it. As that ball looked like it was off of C.J. McCollum, and it should have been Knicks ball. As now Brunson is heading back to the locker room. See what's going on there. We'll get a development in a moment. Now Alvarado is checked in for Brunson. On the floor with the rest of the starters as Brunson gets looked at back in the locker room. Atlanta with the inbounds. Johnson over to Okongwu. Right corner 3, no good. Battle for the rebound, loose ball, out of bounds. Atlanta will retain possession. Here's C.J. McCollum on the inbound. Gets it over to Daniels, out to Johnson. Johnson being guarded by Anunoby. He drives. Blocked by Anunoby, who says, get that weak stuff out of here. Here's Josh Hart penetrating. Draws a foul as he goes to his patented left to right move. Putting pressure on the rim that time to make sure. The ref calls the foul on that one. As we take a look at the replay from 2 possessions earlier, it looked like Brunson was struck by an inadvertent reach-in hand by C.J. McCollum. that sent him to the locker room. Here's Josh Hart at the line for 2. He front rim irons the first. Josh Hart's second attempt. Shot is up, and it's good. That pushes the lead out to 10. 59-49, New York Knicks lead with 10 minutes remaining in the third. Here's C.J. McCollum looking to penetrate. Baby jumper, left wing elbow shot, fade away, good. Brings Atlanta within 8. In the front court, Mikal Bridges. DHO to Hart. Hart dumps it inside to Towns. Towns finds a cutting Anunoby to the rim for a two-handed stuff.
Huffing and stuffing.
That time was Anunoby. Gives the Knicks a 61-51 lead with 9:25 remaining in the third. Here's Atlanta. Alexander Walker, screen. Pull up, three-point shot, no good. Follow-up tip put back by Okongwu is no good. But he picks up a foul on the putback. And that looks like it's going to send Okongwu to the line. Foul would be on Josh Hart, who gave him a little forearm shimmy in the back. No free throws. Atlanta will have it side out. Here's the inbound pass. Walker to McCollum. McCollum working on the left side. Weaving. Gets it over to Daniels. Pump fakes a three. Drives and looks like he'll be called for steps. Got him for a travel violation that time. Turnover Atlanta. New York will have it. 9:10 remaining in the third. 61-51 New York lead. Here's Alvarado. Gets it across the timeline. Being guarded heavily by Dyson Daniels. Looking for a switch. Doesn't get one. He penetrates. High. Floater with the right hand air ball. No good. Here's Atlanta in the front court. C.J. McCollum between the legs. Kick out. Okongwu drives it inside. Puts a body into Karl Anthony Towns. And gets the scoop shot to fall off the backboard. 61-53 New York lead. Okongwu has 9 points. 8:25 remaining in the third. Turnover. Or no, they'll get Okongwu for reach and foul. Was trying to get into the passing lane that time to ignite the fast break. But he's called for a foul. Wraparound instead. Taking a look at the replay, could have gone either way. Inbound. Josh Hart. Alvarado. Alvarado working left hand on the left wing. Puts it back in the right hand. Drives right. Round the basket. Kick out. Josh Hart. Scoop shot into the lane. Wild shot off the backboard. No good. Here's Atlanta. Alvarado with the patent in behind the back steal. Took it away from C.J. McCollum. Here's Anunoby. Cut in with the pass from Towns. Scoop shot is good.
Driving and thriving.
That time was Anunoby. Here's Atlanta in the front court. Walker being guarded by Bridges. Gets it over to Okongwu. Back bounce pass towards the middle to Walker. He blows the bunny. Easy layup in the middle. Missed it. Rebound Bridges. Into the front court over to Towns. And we'll get a stoppage in play. Looks like we'll have a whistle on Alexander Walker. As we take a look at the replay for the strong Anunoby right hand finish. Pushing the Knicks lead 63-53. 7:30 remaining in the third. Almost had a 5-second on the inbound. Knicks have it. Towns to Josh Hart. Back to Towns. Towns looking to penetrate. Gets it out. Alvarado, left wing. Wide open three is good.
Rising and surprising.
Gives the Knicks a 66-53 lead. On the floor is Anunoby. Alvarado, Clarkson, Townsend, Hart. Dyson Daniels. Long three, no good. Rebound, Towns out to Hart. Hart has it. Gives it to Towns. Towns driving right. Big two-step into the lane. Off the backboard shot, no good. But he draws a foul. And that one to be assessed to Okongwu. As Karl Anthony Towns has been getting the penetration all game on Okongwu. And that's what we need to see from him. Remember, folks, you're rocking steady right now with Knicks on the Call with your host, Severe Elder. If you're enjoying live New York Knicks play-by-play, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Tap in with me in the chat or leave your comments below. As we'll pause for station identification.
Want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play? It's Knicks on the Call with...
Oh, that's Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, Severe, yeah.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Oh, that's Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, Severe, yeah.
All right, Knickerbockerians, we're back to live action. And Brunson's back on the bench. Looks like there might have been attending to a right ankle issue. But he's back on the bench. And he walked back out under his own power. As he'll rest on the bench as the Knicks enjoy a 66-53 lead. Karl Anthony Towns at the line. He makes the first. 67-53. New York Knicks lead with 6:53 remaining in the third. You're listening to Knicks on the Call. Eastern Conference first round series matchup, pivotal game 4. Karl Anthony Towns sinks the second. Gives New York a 68-53 lead. He's flirting almost with a triple-double with 7 assists, 6 rebounds, and 12 points. Here's McCollum. Long three, no good. Rebound, Anunoby. Here's Alvarado into the front court. Gets it over to Towns, three-point line extended. Drops the pass off to Clarkson, who was cutting into the basket for a right-hand layup. Here's Atlanta, trailing in this one so far. Johnson, three-point shot, no good. Battle for the rebound between McCollum and Hart wins it. Gets it to the front court to Alvarado. Over to Karl Anthony Towns, long three. Right wing short off the front of the rim. Your 5 on the floor. Clarkson, Towns, Hart, Alvarado, and Anunoby. Here's Johnson penetrating. Short, gets his rebound. Kicks it out. Swing out to McCollum. Long three, no good. Rebound, Anunoby gets the outlet to a cherry-picking Clarkson, who tries to flip shot the basket in, but to no avail. Draws a foul instead, and he'll go to the line for 2. That foul coming against Alexander Walker. As we take a look at Jordan Clarkson, who is cherry-picking on the play. Set to check into the game is Jalen Brunson and Miles McBride. (70-53) New York Knicks lead with 5:38 remaining in the third. If you're just joining in, you're listening to Knicks on the Call. This program is brought to you by SelfieCast Studio, streaming live to YouTube and Twitch TV. Here's Clarkson with the first. He sinks it. As Brunson and McBride checks into the game. Second attempt. And Clarkson hits the second. 72-53. New York Knicks lead. Here's Jalen Johnson. He sees a double by Hart and Brunson. Gets it over to Vincent. Vincent working on McBride. He penetrating with the left hand. Scoop shot, left hand off the backboard is good. Here comes the Knicks the other way. Brunson has it. Working on Dyson Daniels. Right to left crossover. Driving left. Bounce pass inside to Clarkson. Swing it out to Hart for a wide open three-point shot. Front rims it. No good. Kuminga the other way. Gets past Clarkson. Clarkson with the great hands. Manages to get a fingertip on it. And he knocks it out of bounds. And Atlanta will retain it. And we have something going on here. Hard to tell what happened on that play. As Vincent inbounded it to Jalen Johnson, who looked like he pushed off against McBride. And let's see what they call here. It'll be a good basket for Jalen Johnson, and he'll shoot one to complete the three-point play, and he does. 72-58 New York lead. Here's McBride in a hurry across the timeline. Working on Gabe Vincent. Swing to Mitchell. Over to Jordan Clarkson. Back to Brunson. Brunson looking to work on Gay. Three-point line extended. Drives right. Crossover between the legs. Back, step back. Jumper. Good.
Gyrating, devastating.
Was Brunson that time. Gives New York a 74-58 lead. Here's Jalen Johnson on the other end, and they'll call a foul. Oh, no, a carry. They called a palm and carry violation on Jalen Johnson. Oh, yeah, and that one was egregious as we take a look at the replay there. Here's McBride at the half-court line. Working on Gabe Vincent. Pull up three. Good.
Surprising, that's surprising.
That time. Miles McBride extends the Knicks lead 77-58 with 3:50 remaining in the third. Here's Atlanta trying to get some action going, and it's going to be a turnover. Knicks hurry it up into the front court. Here's Clarkson driving left. Kick out the heart. Back out to Jalen Brunson. Right wing three. No good. Rebound Atlanta. And we'll get a foul. And it's going against Josh Hart. And that's his second. If you're just joining us, you're listening to Knicks on the Call. Knickerbockerians, I need you to tap in. Drop your score predictions now. If you're rocking with Knicks on the Call, hit that like button now and subscribe to the channel. As Hart looks like he got to assess the technical foul, and Gabe Vincent will shoot the technical foul, and he misses it. .77 Knick lead. 77-58 Knick lead. 3:39 remaining in the third. Be sure to lock in with me. Leave your comments below as the Knicks try to secure a pivotal Game 4 win. Here's Jalen Johnson. Brunson guarding. Over to Okongwu. Over to Kuminga. Guarded by Clarkson. Reach in. Karl Anthony Towns taps the ball. Almost knocked it out of bounds. Shot clock winding down. Kuminga jump shot. No good. Put back. Dyson Daniels. Knicks lead by 17. Here's Miles McBride on the floor with Brunson, Anunoby, Hart, and Clarkson. 2:55 remaining in the third. Town has it. Over to Brunson. Brunson looking to drive. Almost loses it. Between the legs. Driving on Vincent. And he gets the ball turned over. Stripped. Here's Atlanta the other way. Okongwu driving. No good. Put back. Dyson Daniels no good. Rebound. Towns. Outlets to McBride. McBride by his lonesome. Slows it down. Gets it back out to Karl Anthony Towns. 3-point line extended. Over to Anunoby, right wing three. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Jalen Johnson. Working on McBride. Over to Vincent. McBride switches. Off-ball action. Brunson ends up on the floor. He recovers. Puts a hand up to contest a Jalen Johnson three, and he knocks it down. Mike Brown takes a timeout. And he wants to talk to his team as the Hawks are trying to climb back into this one. And we'll pause for station identification.
want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
People
Oh, that's severe. Severe elder, yeah.
yeah, severe, yeah.
All right, Knicks fans, we're back to live action. Knicks got a strong lead in this one, but they have to do it for the full 48. (77-63) Knick lead with 2:05 remaining in the third. Here's Brunson. Guarded by Gabe Vincent. DHO to McBride, back to Brunson. Over to Karl Anthony Towns, three-point line extended. Cutting Anunoby in the back door. And Towns hits him for the flush.
Slamming and jamming.
That time was Anunoby. Here's Atlanta in the front court. Jalen Johnson has a three-point line extended. Trying to work on Anunoby. Drop off to McCollum. Baby jumper, no good. Here's Brunson. Back to Towns. Long three. Good.
Rising and surprising.
Dead on from center that time. Here's Atlanta the other way. Kuminga fumbles, bumbles, turns it over. Towns has it, kicks it to Brunson. Back to Towns. Towns thought about taking a long three, but went against it. Now he's behind the back dribbling, getting fancy. Over to McBride. Right wing three, no good. Battle for the loose ball rebound, and it'll go against Jordan Clarkson. As we take a look at the replay with Towns hitting the cut and Anunoby for the two-hand flush. Then comes right back and knocks down a straightaway three from deep. (82-63) Knicks lead with 55.5 seconds remaining in the third. Atlanta has a 2-1 series lead. New York is looking to tie. Gabe Vincent at the line for two. He knocks down the first. 82-64, New York Knicks lead. If you're just joining us, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You're listening to Knicks on the Call. Here's Gabe Vincent with the second attempt is good. 82-65, New York Knicks lead. Here's Brunson being hounded by Gabe Vincent. Got the switch on to McCollum. Hits it to Karl Anthony Towns. And he'll pick up a foul on Kuminga, who is riding him like a horse from behind. Towns has 15, 8, and 9 in this one. Jalen Brunson with 12, Anunoby with 18. Josh Hart with 10 points, 8 rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns at the line for two. First one bounces around the rim and off the backboard and in. (83-65) Knick lead. Karl Anthony Towns, second attempt is up, and it's good. That extends the lead 84-65 with 40 seconds remaining in the third. Here's C.J. McCollum working on McBride, driving left on the left side. Kicks it out to a wide open Jalen Johnson three-point shot. Back iron. Rebound Towns. Over to Jalen Brunson. He'll slow it down for one. About a 5-6 second difference, shot clock to game clock. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Brunson has it. It's the switch on to McCollum. Gets fancy between the legs. Crossover, left to right. Drives. Left hand floater. Time expires on the shot clock. No good, but Karl Anthony Towns with the putback. And half court heave from Gabe Vincent, and he almost knocks it in. With a strong putback finish off the Jaylen Brown floater as Cat puts it in to end the third. And him and Mike Brown look like they're having a few words as we'll take a timeout. You're listening to Knicks on the Call.
You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio, a broadcasting company.
Knickerbockerians, we're back to live action. Knicks have the ball, bringing it up court to start the fourth. Here's Brunson. Gets it inside to Karl Anthony Towns. Working just beneath the line, and as he gets a cutting Anunoby, who went up for a two-handed stuff and left it short on the front rim, but he draws a foul as he hit the deck pretty hard. And Anunoby looked like he's in a little discomfort as he took a hard fall to his backside with a foul on Kispert. That'll send Anunoby to the line for 2. As he took a hard spill that time. Manages to sink the first. Free throw puts New York 87-65. With 11:41 to go in the fourth quarter. East first round series. Atlanta leads the series 2-1. Knicks looking to even things up. Second attempt for Anunoby is no good. Rebound Bradley to McCollum. Gets it across the timeline. Being guarded by McBride. On the floor is Towns, McBride, Brunson, Anunoby, and Clarkson. And Karl Anthony Towns pick up a foul. Bit on the pump fake. That'll send C.J. McCollum to the line for 2. $87-65. You're rocking steady with Severe Elder. It's Knicks on the call. C.J. McCollum front rims the first free throw. Second one is up, and it's good. Knicks out front with a commanding 87-66 lead. Here's Brunson bringing it into the front court. Gets it over to Karl Anthony Towns. And looks like they're going to get Karl Anthony Towns for an offensive foul, hooking the defender's arm. He has to learn to give that up. Refs are calling that every time. Here's McCollum working into the middle. Scoop shot, reverse layup off the glass, no good. Rebound Atlanta out to Walker. He drives, penetrates. Pass is deflected by Anunoby, picked up by Brunson. Here's New York into the front court. Brunson dancing between the legs. Over to Towns, puts it down. Left hand drive. Gets it over to Anunoby. Left wing 3. Good.
Rising and surprising.
That time, Anunoby with the left wing corner 3. Gives the Knicks a 90-66 lead. Kuminga down on the other end takes a 3, no good. Rebound Kispert with the putback as Clarkson was looking for a shove-off foul. Didn't get one there. 90-68. Knicks lead with 10:15 remaining in the fourth. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Karl Anthony Towns at the elbow. Left elbow. Surveying. Fakes the pass. Drives on Bradley, and he picks up a foul. Karl Anthony Towns ahead to the line for 2. (90-68). New York Knicks lead. Let me know how you're feeling, Knickerbockerians, about this one so far. Drop your score predictions. Leave your comments below. If you're enjoying New York Knicks live play-by-play, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. As Karl Anthony Towns drops the first one. 91-68, Knicks lead with 10 minutes remaining in the fourth. It's been all Knicks in this one. As they're looking for redemption in a must-win Game 4 to even the series to send it back home to the Garden. Here's Towns. Second attempt, rims around, no good. Here's C.J. McCollum being hawked by McBride. McBride commits a foul. Mitchell Robinson subs into the game. Nick 5 on the floor. McBride, Brunson, Robinson, Anunoby, and Clarkson. Clarkson seeing extended minutes due to Mikal Bridges' poor play. Here's Kispert. Pump fakes right wing 3. Rebound Kuminga. Hits it into Bradley, who fumbles the pass out of bounds. Nick ball. Here's Jalen Brunson. Across the timeline. Screen by Mitchell. He brings it back out. Working on Alexander Walker. Pass to McBride. McBride three-point line extended. Over to the left wing to Clarkson. Shake and bacon. Put the balls down. On the floor, pull-up shot, no good. Rebound Atlanta. Here's Kuminga in the front court. Looking to work on OG. Pull up. Free throw line. Jumper is good. Knicks lead 91-70. 8:58 remaining in the fourth quarter. Looking to tie this first round Eastern Conference series at 2 games apiece. Here's Brunson. Sees a double. It's the switch on McCollum. Pull up. Top of the key 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound Kuminga. Kuminga into the front court. Picked up by Clarkson. Between the legs dribble. Kicks it out to Corey Kispert, who gets his jump shot blocked. Recovered by Alexander Walker, who throws the pass off of Brunson out of bounds. Atlanta will retain it underneath their own basket. Karl Anthony Towns checked back into the game. Replaces Mitchell Robinson. Inbound pass to Walker. 3-point shot from the left side is good. Great contest that time, but to no avail. Here's Brunson. Cross the timeline. Gets it over to Cat. Cat looking to work on Kuminga, who's guarding him tightly. Gets the pass over to a cutting Anunoby. And that play seems to be available all night. They're seeing something there where they get the back screen to get Anunoby cutting to the basket. Karl Anthony Towns so far has found him 4 times on that play. Here's the Knicks looking to inbound side out. Gets the ball into Karl Anthony Towns operating on the left wing. Trying to put Kuminga down low, but he strips the ball. Ball goes out of bounds. Knicks will retain possession. 91-73, Knick lead. 8 minutes remaining in the fourth. Jalen Brunson the inbound. Kick ball, Alexander Walker out of bounds. Knicks will still retain it. As Karl Anthony Towns seemed to be in some discomfort as he took a shot to the stomach chest area from Jalen Johnson. Seems to be okay, though. Brunson to inbound. Gets it in there, gets it in the Cat. What looks like a turnover, maybe a foul on Jalen Johnson, holding Karl Anthony Towns, preventing him from getting that inbound pass. As we take a look at the replay, clearly a hole there. (91-73) Knick lead. Brunson the inbound. Gets it in the Cat. Back to Brunson. Brunson, Josh Hart screen. Gets C.J. McCollum on the switch. He's dancing. He's prancing. And they call a turnover. As the ball seemed to have been deflected by C.J. McCollum, and he gestures for challenge. As Mike Brown wanted to get it reviewed, and let's see if they'll grant the Knicks the challenge on this one. And they will grant him the challenge. And we'll step aside for station identification.
Want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play? It's Knicks on the Call with...
Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, Severe, yeah.
When you want to hear live New York Knicks play-by-play, it's Knicks on the Call with...
Severe Elder, yeah.
Yeah, Severe, yeah.
All right, Knickerbockerians, back to live action. Thank you for tuning in to Knicks on the Call. Here's the inbound pass, Anunoby to Towns. Jalen Brunson has it. Penetrating, draws a foul. As the challenge was successful. Coming out of the timeout, Knicks retain possession. Now we have a reach-in foul on the Jalen Brunson drive against Jonathan Kuminga. He'll go to the line for two. Knicks lead 91-73. 7:46 remaining in the fourth quarter. First free throw is up and good. As we cut to a camera angle here, Jalen Brunson in a heated discussion with his father on the sideline. As we cut back to live action, Jalen Brunson hits the second free throw. 93-73, Knicks lead by 20 with 7:40 remaining. They double CJ at the half-court line. He gets it to Kispert for a wide-open three, no good. Rebound, Anunoby sets the break. Brunson to Hart. Hart to McBride. McBride, pull up, right wing three. Good!
Rising and surprising.
That time, McBride with the pull-up right wing three. Here's Atlanta on the other end. Penetration by Kuminga. Right hand layup over three defenders is good. And he'll draw a foul and go to the line. And that foul looks like it's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. Coming out of that previous break, we saw a heated discussion between Brunson and associate coach Rick Brunson, who we all know is his dad. Heated discussion there. First time I can say I've witnessed anything like that all season. But when the stakes are this high, you can understand. You can understand the passion involved between coach and player. As Towns gets subbed in for Mitchell Robinson. On the court with Anunoby, Hart, and McBride. Here's McBride working on Kuminga. Looking to get the ball to Brunson. Brunson gives him the screen. Gets it back. Drives left. Out to Anunoby. Anunoby. Euro. Into the lane. No good. Rebound. Put back by Mitchell Robinson.
Huffing and stuffing.
That time on the offensive rebound put back. Here's Kuminga. 98-76 New York lead. Working on Brunson. Shot off the glass, no good, but they'll call a foul. It'll be assessed to Brunson. As we take a look at the Anunoby replay, driving to the basket, a lot of contact on that play, but no call. Cleaned up by Mr. I Am the Boards himself, Mitchell Robinson, for the putback. Back to live action. Kuminga at the line shooting two. Brunson assessed the foul. 20 minutes of action for Jordan Clarkson is in this one. As Mikal Bridges rides the pine, and deservedly so. Kuminga's first free throw is good. 98-77 New York Knicks lead. You're listening to Knicks on the Call. This program is brought to you by Selfie Cast Studio. As Kuminga hits the second. Inbound pass, Anunoby to Brunson, bringing it up across the timeline. Being guarded tightly by Daniels. Gets the switch to Alexander Walker. At the half-court line extended. Mitchell Robinson coming to set the screen. He rolls. Brunson kicks over to McBride for a right wing three.
Rising and surprising.
That time was Miles McBride. Turnover Atlanta, no. Looks like we're going to have a foul call. And it's assessed to Anunoby. It'll send Jalen Johnson to the line for 2. Knicks lead 101-78. 6:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. Jalen Johnson's first free throw attempt is good. Brunson having a few words with Scott Foster. Jalen Johnson's second attempt is good. Knicks lead 101-80. Pretty much had a commanding lead from the start in this one, as they're looking for redemption. Here's Hart over to Brunson. Mitchell Robinson screen coming. He spins off of it. Crossover, left to right. Alley-oop to Mitchell Robinson. Couldn't convert. OG gets the rebound. Over to McBride, right wing three. No good. Anunoby, another offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Jalen Brunson. Gets it over to Hart. Back to Brunson. Being tightly guarded by Daniels. Scoop pass to McBride. McBride tried to alley-oop to Mitchell Robinson. No good. Rebound. Gets it out to Brunson for a straight-on three as the shot clock expired.
Rising and surprising.
Gives the Knicks a 104-80 lead. Jalen Brunson with 17 in this one. Here's Kuminga being guarded by Anunoby. Takes it strong to the basket, and he looks like he'll draw foul. As we take a look at the previous replay, time was winding down as Brunson gets the three-point shot off. Dead center from 3 and knocks it down. Knicks are shooting 43% from 3, 13 for 30. Atlanta shooting an abysmal 22%. Coming at the line, first attempt is good. (104-81) Knicks lead. Kuminga's second attempt front rims it no good. Rebound Hart. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Daniels. Now by Alexander Walker. He holds. Half court extended. Mitchell Robinson screen. Gets a Kongwu on it. Swing it over to Hart. Hart try to fires a fiery pass into Robinson. Turns it over. Here's Daniels on the break. Inside the lane with a layup, good. 104-83, Knicks lead with 4:30 remaining. Here's McBride working on the left side. Now back to the middle. Gets it over to Brunson. Looking to penetrate on Walker. Left hand scoop shot off the backboard is good. And Brunson comes up grimacing, as he might have banked and knocked knees with the Atlanta defender on the drive that time. Crouched over, holding his knee is Brunson. He'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Brunson looks like he's waving for a substitution, as he's hobbling towards the sideline. The foul was not, it was an off-ball foul, sent Robinson to the line, and he'll drain the free throw to give the Knicks a 107-83 lead, as Brunson still is in the game grimacing. Out of bounds. Atlanta will have the ball. Let's see if they'll get Brunson checked out of the game on this one. As he looked like he ran into a Kongwu. Inbound play. Alexander Walker, corner three, no good. Rebound, Atlanta out to Kongwu, who knocks down a straight on three. 107-86. 3:57 remaining to go in this one. Here's Brunson. He'll look for a timeout as the Knicks lead 107-86, looking to even things up in this one. You're listening to Knicks on the Call, brought to you by SelfieCast Studio.
You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by SelfieCast Studio, a broadcasting company. You're now listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder, brought to you by SelfieCast Studio, a broadcasting company.
All right, Knicks fans, back to live action. If you're just joining us, you're locked in right now with Knicks on the Call. Knicks will have it side out. Brunson inbound pass, Anunoby. He gets it back. Drives into the lane. Flip shot, no good to Robinson. Here's McBride now. Floater into the lane is good. Knicks lead 109-86. Commanding lead in this one, as McBride has 11 points in the game, 8 points this quarter. as New York look like they're going to send in the reserves. They feel like they have this one locked in the bag, and they'll empty the bench as Brunson gets a roaring ovation from the Knicks fans in attendance as the Knicks empty their bench, and Atlanta looks like they're going to do the same as they have a commanding 109-87 lead in this one, looking to secure this win to send it back to the Garden 2-2. Here's Alvarado on the floor with Diawara, Shamet, Huck Porty, and Tyler Kolek. And Shamet with a right wing three.
Rising and surprising.
Wasted no time on that one. His first attempt is good. Atlanta with the ball. Gets it over to Ricochet. He takes a three. No good. Rebound, Huck Porty. Over to Diawara. Bringing the ball up, playing the point. Working on Bradley. Driving left. Circling around. Has the ISO. Right to left crossover. Drives. Right hand flip shot. No good. Huck Porty rebounds. And he's turns the ball over. Ref said he stepped out of bounds on the sideline. Inbound Atlanta. Kispert. Atlanta player drives inside for the stuff, but it's rejected by Huck Porty as Newell tried to stuff it with the left hand, and Huck Porty says, get that weak shot out of here. Inbound Atlanta. Knicks with the swarming defense. Shots up by Wallace, no good. And looks like we're going to have a foul. It'll be on Tyler Kolek. As it's a battle of the bench players right now. New York has a commanding lead in this one, 112-88. And the starters would get a deservedly so rest. They pretty much had a stranglehold on this one from the beginning. Series will go back to the Garden for a pivotal Game 5. It'll be a best-of-3 series from this point as the Knicks look to put the finishing touches on this one. Here's Diawara. Out to Huck Porty. Back to Diawara. Screen Huck Porty. Diawara, jump shot. Pull up, no good. Rebound, Ricochet. Being guarded by Shamet. Almost turns the ball over. Shamet with the hawking defense. Forcing Ricochet to the half-court line. Switches on to Kispert. Kispert drives. Drop-off pass for a two-hand stuff to Newell. Alvarado will have it. 112-92. Knicks with a commanding lead, looking to close this one out with 1:37 remaining in the fourth. Huck Porty over to Shamet. Shamet drives left. Back out to the right side to Diawara. Diawara puts it down. Left hand, head down. Floater shot up, no good. Rebound, Huck Porty. Kicks it to Kolek. Out to Shamet. Out to Diawara. Screen, Huck Porty. Diawara over to Shamet. Pump fakes three, well contested. Gives it up. Gets it to Huck Porty on the inside. His shot is blocked. Here comes Atlanta. Kispert to the lane, no good. Put back. Timothy Bradley. 112-94 with 59 seconds remaining in this one. And the Knicks could just hold on No rush here. Alvarado dribbles the clock down, penetrates, drives. Ball is knocked out of bounds, blocked by Bradley. And the ref blows the whistle and he hits Alvarado with a technical foul for pointing at the ref, getting into the ref face. And Kispert to shoot the tech, and it's good. No need to fret about this one. New York with a commanding 112-95 lead with 45.9 seconds to go as they look to close this one out and send the series back to the Garden 2-2. Inbound side out. Kolek gets it into Shamet, turns it over, trying to get a pass into Diawara. Here's Newell over to Ricochet, shoots a three, and he knocks it down. 112-98 with 33 seconds remaining as we're in extended garbage time. Here's Kolek working on Ricochet over to Alvarado, holding. 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 10 seconds difference between shot clock and game clock. Kolek drives, flip shot, left hand, good. And that about do it with this one as we have 10 seconds remaining. Clock winding down. Kispert into the lane, gets his strip. Battle for the balls, fumbling around. Clock expires. Game is over as the New York Knicks tie this series up at 2 games apiece, heading back to Madison Square Garden. Knicks win 114-98 as we have Alvarado chirping with the ref. And they're trying to get him away and says, don't worry about it. We're going home with a 2-2 series tied. It'll be a best of 3. And that'll do it. Knicks win in State Farm Arena. They beat the Hawks 114-98. As we'll be back to put the finishing touches on this one. You're listening to Knicks on the Call. All right, my fellow Knickerbockerians. We have a conclusion. Knicks win 114-98 as they even the series to take it back to New York City, tied at 2 games apiece. Let's recap this one as we take a look at the box score. Anunoby finishes with 22 and 10. Strong performance by him. And then we have the big bodega, the Catman do himself, finish with a profound 20-point triple-double, filling up the box score with 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. And boy, did we need a performance from him. Shot 60% from the field. 1 of 2 from 3. 50% from 3 as Karl Anthony Towns finishes with a monster game. Jalen Brunson with 19 points, 3 assists, and a steal. One thing to note here is the profound minutes from McBride and Clarkson that gave way to Mikal Bridges, who saw little to no action in the second half of this one. Mr. 5 first-round picks himself, who's underperforming, finishes the game with 8 points and 2 rebounds. As the Knicks clinched this one and did so in profound fashion. Pretty much led this one from the very beginning. Was strong from the outset. Grabbed a double-digit lead early and played with a double-digit lead throughout the game. Played a full 48. Great contributions from McBride with 11 points off the bench to go with 7 points by Jordan Clarkson. As the Knicks put together a full 48 to tie this one up. And we'll head back to the Garden in this best of 7 Eastern Conference first round series matchup. Once again, the Knicks win 114-98. And that'll do it for me, folks. If you're looking for post-game, Knicks post-game action, be sure to head on over to KFTV. Tap in with CP the franchise, Alex Tretoros, and the rest of the crew. That'll do it for me. You've been listening to Knicks on the Call with Severe Elder. I'll see you next time, folks. Game 5. Broadcasting live from Selfie Cast Studio. Till next time. Deuces.